Hey guys, it's Caitlin. So today I'm going to dye my hair, just refresh the colour a bit, change it up, and do my makeup. So here we go. So the head I'm using is Lunar Tides again. So I just, oh my god. So I'm going to be using Lunar Tides hair dye in Periwinkle. It's just a purple shade that I used before, and so I'm just going to cover everything in this, so the top of my hair should stay pretty blue. I'm not going to really put it up here, but then everything else should end up a more purpley colour. So let's go. Okay, so now that all the hair dye is on, this is just going to kind of help boost the blue colour and over the kind of pinky purple that was there, and then the rest of it will just kind of tone, so it will just kind of add a bit more colour in there where it was fading. So I'm going to leave that on now while I do some makeup, and then when I finish my makeup I can wash it out. For my skin today I'm going to go for a bit of a more full coverage thing than I have been doing more recently, just because I feel like my skin's not doing great and I want to cover it up. So I'm starting off by taking Lush, what is it, banana skin serum. I love this stuff, but mine has melted into the tin, so I've got to kind of scrape it out. But I'm taking that on my hands and then just gonna spread that over my face, and this just helps kind of hydrate and just improve the way that stuff sits on my skin. Stops it looking dry. So I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape foundation in the shade Porcelain. Before I spread out the foundation, I'm going to take the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light medium, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes. So I've just taken that on a Japanesque brush. It's not got a number on. This one's like a small brush. And then for the foundation I'm going to use a bigger version. So I'm kind of dragging it to move the product, and then where I want more coverage, just patting, and I'm not bringing this right up under my eyes. For my under eye concealer I'm going to use a mix of products. So I've got the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in Fair 1.5, and then I've got the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. So I'm going to mix these for under my eyes because the next one oxidizes and ends up looking darker than I want it to, and the e.l.f. one is super light and thick, but it's also really thick and I don't want too much of that. For my contour I'm going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick and Amber Just taking that on an e.l.f. 105 brush. And then to get right into the hollows of my cheeks, I'm going to use the Kat Von D or KVD Beauty Shading Light Cream Contour and the shade Grayscale. Taking that on the same brush. Then I'm going to take this Eco Tools brush, it's a bit fluffy, but I'm going to take the Grayscale shade on that as well and mix that with amber and contour my nose with this as well. To blend that all out a bit more, I'm going to take my foundation brush again. For my blush, I'm going to take the Milk Makeup, what's this, Lip and Cheek Stick in the shade Pack. I'm going to put that straight on my face, and then also with the brush, just to make sure it's all blended out nice. So I'm just going to powder just a little bit right under my eyes. For my highlight, I'm going to take the RMS Beauty Luminizer Quad, and I'm going to take the shade Champagne Rose. Just take that on my finger. Put that on. When I'm using highlighter, I like to powder before I use it so that I'm not mattifying anywhere that I've put the highlight already. For the rest of my face, so my nose and my cupid's bow basically, I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Ice Cold. So to set that all in, I'm going to take the Mario Badescu facial spray. This one is with aloe caramel and lavender, and just spray my face. Okay, so I've decided I want to do a kind of colour blocking with vivid eyeliner look. So I've got a few palettes here and eyeliners, so we're just going to see what happens. So this is the look that I came up with. So to begin with, for the base, I am going to use the Snazaroo Clown White. It's just a white cream paint basically, but I'm going to take that on a Roman Nickel line and smudge brush. It's just kind of a dense fluffy brush that I can just put this on. So I'm going to go all the way up to the brow with this, and then sort of just blend it out at the edges. So I'm not putting it on super thick because I don't want stuff to be creasing and kind of mixing with the cream. Okay, so I have a bunch of different eyeshadows here that I'm using, so I'll let you know as we go what I'm using. The first colour I'm using is from a Sleek palette, so this is the Acid 570 palette, and I'm just using the neon pink here, and this is going in, I mean you can see what the pink is, right, just kind of here. The way that I'm doing this is I'm going in with the eyeshadows first, and then I'll go around with the eyeliners once all the eyeshadows are down. So I'm going to try and kind of replicate the same sort of shapes that I've got going on this side. So next I'm taking the purple shade from that palette, and this is going next to it. I'm just kind of packing the colour on, making sure it's not patchy and light. Then for blue, I'm going to take the Beauty UK, what's this, No. 3 Festival palette, and I'm taking the lighter blue colour out of here. And this one's going on the eyelid. And then I'm taking the sugarpill, what is this, pressed eyeshadow in the shade Velocity. Trying to create different shapes so that when the eyeliner goes on and everything, it just looks more interesting. So you've got different directions and different segments. So next I'm taking sugarpill eyeshadow in Acid Berry. So this one is going on the outer portion of the eyelid. Doesn't matter if these colours don't exactly meet up, because you can fill in any gaps and stuff with eyeliner. Then sugarpill eyeshadow in Butter Cupcake on a rather technical brush, and I'm going to really put this on because I want the colour to show. And I'm just bringing this one around that green. Okay, for orange I'm going to take a couple of different colours. First one's from Lime Crime in the Plushies palette, Fresh Squeezed, and it's the shade Orange Juice. So I'm taking that on a small brush, and this is just going right under my lash line. Then I'm going to go back into the Sleek palette and just pick up a bit of the lighter orange shade. And this is just to brighten it up because it was a bit dark without it. Then for the red shade I'm taking Stargazer eyeshadow in red, and I'm just taking this on a pencil brush really lightly, and then the further in I come I'm just pulling it down to create a new inner lash line, bringing that to a point. So those are just the colours, and now the idea with the eyeliners is to kind of swap the colour that I'm lining the eyeshadow with. So if you've got like the colour wheel, I'm kind of going to go on opposite sides all the way around-ish. So I'm going to take a Super Beauty 630 brush, and I'm starting off with the shade Freezy, which is a matte hydro liner, and I'm just taking the cap and spraying a bit of the face spray in there to activate it. So all the eyeliners that I'm using are by Super Beauty. So this I'm going to go around the pink shade. Then in between colours I'm just taking a wipe and cleaning off the brush. Then I'm taking Piano Leaves, and this is going around the purple shade, and because it's a kind of bigger block of colour I'm going to break it up just in the centre as well. Next up is Dance Party, and what I'm going to do is kind of make a mix of this and then put it onto a palette, so that if I need to dip back into it I'm not putting any eyeshadow back into the product. So then I'll just pick that up off the palette, and this is going around the two blue shades. The next one is Acid Trip, and this one's going around the green shade. Then Scrunchy, the very pink, and this one is going around the yellow. And the last colour is Grape Soda, and this is going around the orange. Okay, then last for the eyeliner I'm going to take the Suva Beauty 610 brush and the shade Grease, and with this I'm going to do a winged eyeliner with kind of wing on the inside as well, and then line under my eyes with another exaggerated point. And then for underneath, I'm going to line the inside of the red eyeshadow and then just gently bring that inner corner over to the outer part of the eyeliner. You'll see. For my eyelashes, I'm going to start off by curling them and then I'll put mascara on. I've finished up my eyes with the lashes and I've stuck on some stars, sequiny things, and I've just put soap through my brows on a spoolie. And then for my waterline, just to finish up, I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Pigment Pomade in the shade Nude Base and take that in my waterline, and also use this just to clean up the inner corner eyeliner. Okay, then I'm going to take the Suva Beauty Moisture Matte Lipstick in the shade Thunder for my lips. So I am done with my makeup, so I'm going to go and wash my hair out and then I'll be back. So this is what the finished look looks like, and with the hair colour just refreshed a bit, so there's less of that kind of blondie colour going on, it's more cohesive and nice. So if you wanted to grab yourself some of the hair dye, I do have a discount code, so it is Makeup Caitlin, which I'll put here, for 10% off. So they have all sorts of colours, whether you want pastels or brights or dark colours or kind of smoky colours. They've got a whole range, which is really cool. So check them out, and if you want to get some money off, go ahead. They are vegan and cruelty free as well, if that is something that you look out for when you're shopping, so that's really good. You can leave them in your hair for as long as you like. So I think I left it in short of a couple of hours today, but it says to leave it in for a minimum of 35 minutes. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for Lunar Tides for sending me the hair dyes. I will see you all soon. Bye!